Over the years, the purpose of education and desire for a quality education has changed. As society has continued to develop and innovate, so must our institutions of learning. No longer do we see segregated learning environments, but educators are now learning to embrace a more diverse, multicultural classroom. No longer are teachers lecturers to students as they sit isolated away from each other. Teachers with passion are now facilitators of learning as students are encouraged to learn with and from each other. The possibilities for small group, whole group, and one-on-one instruction are increasingly developing critical thinking skills, preparing learners for limitless opportunities. With everyone working together, schools today are preparing a new generation of productive, caring, and capable citizens. There is an increasingly high demand from the community for school choice. Parents want the best educational opportunities for their children. Charter schools are increasing in number and becoming a new option for their child's educational journey. Charter schools usually have operational differences, increased flexibility, and learner beliefs that differ from traditional schools. Many charter schools thrive when they implement theorist and research-proven practices that actually inspire student learning, leading to optimal success stories. Examples of local performing charter schools include, but are not limited to, the Ron Clark Academy, Green Charter School, and Next High School. Vygotsky, a social cognitive constructivist theorist, believed that students brought prior knowledge and experiences into the learning environment and wanted students to demonstrate complete understanding or mastery of their knowledge. Bruner, another social cognitive constructivist theorist, believes that teachers should structure their long-range and short-range lessons keeping in mind student experiences. Both theorists believe that students should continuously reflect on their learning. There are several instructional constructivist practices or strategies teachers use to enhance student learning. Allowing adequate time for students to demonstrate mastery or understanding of concepts is one of these practices. Many students tend to fall behind because assessment fails to drive effective means of instruction. School teachers also are relating content to real-world problems that engage and inspire students to be world changers. Technological discovery-based learning infused with meaningful content and compassionate teachers will bring forth new possibilities for holistic achievement. The practice of interdisciplinary teaching is highly encouraged. One example of this practice takes place at Green Charter School. The school was awarded a grant to allow students to raise rainbow trout from egg to fry, testing water quality daily. At the end of the program, students released the trout into Table Rock State Park. Students have the chance to learn how to protect and conserve our water, learn trout songs in music class, prepare a skit, and complete a trout project in art class. All of the activities lead to a trout expo in which parents are invited. One of my objectives as an educator is to continually innovate my pedagogy and strengthen my effectiveness. During our 4th grade sound unit in science, I always begin a unit with a pre-assessment. After the pre-assessment, I will show a video clip that introduces concepts and vocabulary. Followed, I would read from the textbook, make flashcards, complete group activities, and teacher-led demonstrations. Each day, I introduce the lesson objective and provide a recap for what students should be able to recall and make connections to. We keep an interactive notebook for science in which students take notes and insert colorable cutouts. I will often show a brain pop video or science crash course YouTube clip to enhance learning toward the summative quiz. I believe that this way of content delivery and student learning is traditional and could be transformed to reflect a student-centered constructivist learning environment. To make this change, I can be more effective with using technology and assessments to drive instruction. To enhance the formative assessment, I would love to incorporate the use of plickers. Plickers are laminated cards that contain a special code in which the teacher would scan using a mobile device. Each student or group has a card, and results for a multiple choice question would be displayed live for the teacher to see. This would immediately allow the teacher to modify and adjust instruction if necessary. For summative assessment, I would love to try group projects and class marker. Group projects would enable the students to collaboratively work together while developing real-world social and communication skills. Students would be able to use technology to work together both in and out of class. Roles would be assigned to increase accountability, and recommended deadlines would be set to ensure progress. Class Marker is an online-based assessment and grading tool. This assessment has the ability to provide real-time feedback to students as they work, reduce academic dishonesty, and save paper. Many state exams are also moving to computer-based. The use of workbooks and textbooks will soon be a thing of the past. My classroom is set up with lab tables, which is perfect for collaborative learning. I also have given the students freedom to sit wherever they choose per table. While some structure and consistency is needed, this subtle freedom builds community and allows the teacher to study student personalities. Student work is often performed with the school community, and work is displayed on the walls within the classroom. Embracing change within the classroom and being supported by the school is not just a great idea, but rather has research to back its effectiveness. Reaching every type of learner with a standard of excellence mindset will continue to be the driving force in my science classroom at Green Charter School in Greenville, South Carolina. One of the strategies used in constructivist classrooms is problem-based learning. Problem-based learning stems from the idea that students can identify existing problems in their communities, research data, create short and long-term goals, and recommend their ideas to the community at large. This form of learning really excites the students because they begin to see themselves as productive and caring citizens. The students feel as though their work matters and will be considered with integrity. As students work together, a sense of teamwork and meaningful collaboration takes place. One example I would love to present for my rising fifth graders in science is to study transportation logistics in Greenville, South Carolina. Green Charter School is developing scientifically literate citizens that will serve to shape the sustainability of our growing community. With Greenville attracting so many visitors and new residents, we want to be a part of the solution. As a class, we will look at walking, biking, using the GreenLink bus, and the use of a personal automobile to collect and analyze data. Our final step would be to attend a few board meetings and voice our work in front of other concerned citizens and government officials. The outcome of our attendance to these meetings will be a lesson to students in itself that change does not happen overnight, and that there is a protocol in place for the developing of a community. The parents of these students will also be impacted to be a voice for their child and community. We believe that together, we can make Greenville a world-class model for transportation efforts. As society has evolved and strengthened, so has our educational systems. Students are learning innovative content and new ways for changing purposes. As we look forward, students are fully engaged in taking ownership of their educational journeys, and educators are looking to creatively and effectively exceed those expectations. With an increase in school choice, learning that provides real-world connections, and new ways to assess learning, we will experience a new level of unprecedented success.